this was one of my favorite games that I had as a kid, and I was so glad to see this pop up in eXoDOS, and I recommended it to Aaron on the Amigos during one of his late night streams, and he could not get it to work. He couldn't get the controls to work. And check out the intro of this game. I love it. This is a 1992 game called Galactix. It takes place in the future. And I forget when the future is, but the future... this game's future is our game's past. This is a really cool game. It's a shoot 'em up type game. There's 100 levels, but the controls are what make it so brilliant. And in eXoDOS, the controls don't work. They've configured this game to only work with a keyboard, and it is not a keyboard game. And the most intuitive way to play this game, believe it or not, is with a mouse. And so I will show you. So what I had to do to get this game to work, and the broadcast has been interrupted. What's going on?
Brazilian lumberjacks cut down the last tree in the rainforest. A spokesman for the Acme Toothpick Company said, "Gee, that's too bad."
Attention, terrorists.
Oh, look at that.
These have come to conquer your world and enslave its people. Nothing can withstand the power of Zidus. Prepare now. Your doom is at hand.
We've been broken into by the network by aliens. Oh my gosh. Yeah, David, this is a PC game. So before you got on, we got sidetracked talking about eXoDOS. One thing that you can be sure about on my streams is that we will never end with the game that we started, or sometimes the system. So that was the intro. I used to love this game just by loading this game up and watching the intro. I always thought that was so super cool. So let me tell you real quick what I had to do. When you install this, it won't work. It only works, in eXoDOS, it only uses the keyboard keys, which are way too complicated for this game. And so I launched DOSBox by itself. I went into the setup. I mounted this folder, went into the setup, ran the setup, and changed it to mouse controls, which you can't do from this menu. You have to do from the DOS command line from running the install.bat. And once I did that, it now controls through the mouse. And before I go into this, David, just since you came on a little bit late, let me show you here on the left monitor here. I've got, this is the eXoDOS interface. This is all the games I've downloaded so far. I didn't download the whole 550 gigabytes. I just downloaded the front end, which is only, we're in a time where you could say only 50 gigabytes. If you had told me when I had my Commodore 64 that I would only get 50 gigabytes, you know what's funny is the other day, I told you I got my Ultimate 64 and I've got my BMC 64. And so I use Assembly to download all the different Commodore stuff, and then I've got other Commodore stuff, and then I have a series of batch files that update these. So I have this USB stick, which I don't even know if you probably can't read it, but I got these little labels. But this says C64-1, and then it says 64 gigabytes, and then this is number 2 because I have one in each one, and the reason these look minty fresh is because I accidentally left them in my pocket of my jeans, and I washed them. I just thought it was funny, like, I accidentally ran 128 gigabytes of storage through the washer. Like, in the days of the Commodore, you would not accidentally misplace 128 gigabytes of anything. I mean... I'd have to do the math to see how many floppies that is, but it'd be like 10 wheelbarrows of floppies. It'd be like, whoops, I accidentally washed these. Like, it would be pretty tough to accidentally do that. So, yeah, they did come out fine. The only thing that actually was ruined was the stickers that were on there, so I had to put new stickers on them. But, all right, let's get back over to the game here. And we're back to this looping here. So let's get started here. And the way that this game controls, I do it through the mouse. So we're going to control the ship left and right with the mouse. The left button fires lasers, which is your normal weapon. The right button fires missiles, which are limited. And then the middle, let's see, does the middle mouse button do bombs? I think so. And then both mouse buttons at the time launch up this little arm, and that's how you grab bonus things. So you'll see this real quick. Now, there are individual levels, and then there are basically, I don't know what you'd call it, like stages. So here's our ship. We're about to take off and go into battle. So there's a pattern that happens every 5 levels, and you'll see this. So on level 1, we've got these dumb guys. They're not very hard. So I'm just using my left mouse button to shoot them, try to dodge their little incoming shots. And so like there's missiles. So if I hit both, so they all your bonus items get sucked towards the top of the screen until they scroll off. So you can't let them sit there forever. You got to kind of let me hit the middle mouse button. No, okay. So middle mouse button also sends that thing up, or both mouse buttons together send that thing up. So on the top right, underneath, you've got my score, what wave we're on, and then there's M and there's B. M is our missiles, and B is bombs. So, like, let me go grab those missiles, and you'll see that was 3 missiles. We don't need missiles yet. Now, if the level's over, the doors come close, and we go to wave number 2. So this game repeats not repeats, but there's a pattern every 5 waves. So that's those ships, you always get the last ships that I showed you on wave 1. You always get these guys on wave 2. They're slightly more difficult. They have a little bit harder armor, but not that much. Now on the right, you can see that big power grid over there, which is my health meter. If your power meter goes down below, if it hits red, you lose your extra weapons that you've accrued. And you will not get far in this game with these default, you only have a few seconds. Yeah, see, it was already too far up. Now these guys are a little bit more difficult. Their shots go much faster, and I'm going to use my right mouse button to launch a few missiles. Oh, I really wanted those bombs. But I'm going to be using those bombs on level 5. Alright. Oh, got hit. Now, when I was a kid, a friend of mine gave me a copy of this game. And there are 100 levels to this game. And I went home, and I think about the second day. Oh, boy. By the way, your ship automatically heals over time. So the longer that you can sit around and let your ship heal, you can see my health is going up over there. You don't have to get any bonus items to heal your ship. That guy's smoking. He's almost dead. Oh, I need those. So I just told this basically the same story. Had to do with wrestling. Now I'm going to hit B for bomb. And cheat. Boom. It gets all those guys. Because what I want to do is get to level 5. I'm going to do the same thing. But you don't want to destroy the you don't get any bonus items if you blow up somebody with a bomb. Okay, but the main ship won't get destroyed. He takes 2 bombs to destroy. So we're not going to destroy him with a bomb. We're going to get him with a few lasers. And we want... Oh, no. I missed the special thing. Oh, no. God bless America. So now we're on level 6, and you'll see that the pattern for which enemies that we fight will repeat from the same first 5 levels. It's going to do that through the whole game. Now this game was released as a shareware, although this is the full version. And on the shareware version, you only get... Oh, there's some bombs. Let's get those. It's hard to tell when things start getting real crazy, the difference between the stars and some of the bullets. There we go. If you've already grabbed it, the level won't end until it comes all the way down, but it can stop before the arm grabs whatever you were shooting at. You can hold down the mouse button, but it kind of fires in bursts. So sometimes it's not exactly convenient. But the good thing about holding down the left mouse button is then you just tap the right mouse button to get the mechanical arm to fire off. So we want to get, I want to at least show you the power-ups here. Alright, now this is level 3. Now these guys, I have a lot of missiles saved up, so I can save myself some grief here. Now see how I took that hit and my health went way down there again. So what I want to do is get these guys, if I can, down to just one left. Oh boy. Energy. There we go. Alright, got me again. Those purple ones are a little bit more intelligent. Okay, so now let's get that guy smoking. And then we'll just stay away from him, and you can watch over on the side. See my energy going back up. Let's wait till it gets back up. There we go. It's very similar to Raptor. Okay, so let's go. Now, I don't want to use a bomb here. I would. Oh no! I'd like to get some of these missiles. I'm going to need to do some healing before I go up to the next level. Now, here's a trick. Watch it. Send that up and then run over here. Kind of give it a little pre-launch. It does make that little cool little sound too when you get something. Like a little droid. Alright. So I have one bomb left. You can see up there in the red. One bomb. We're going to use it right into any multiple of 5. We're going to face a boss ship here. So let's launch the bomb as quick as we can. Dodge those shots. Okay, now let's wait until he gets a little closer. Come down a little bit. So I do not want that bonus thing to fly off the top of the screen again. Because we're not going to be able to get very far in the game without upgrading our weapons here. The first one is just a single laser, but it's a lot better than nothing. Come back down here, friend. There we go. Now look. Now, this is just a single laser here. But now we're just starting to play with power here. Alright. Now, again, if you take so many hits that your power meter goes down to the red, you lose all your bonus add-on fire weapons. So, fire weapons. That's a technical term for additional guns. I don't know where I haven't been getting any bombs. I need some more bombs because I don't want to get to level 15 without a bomb. And I think you get, every time you catch the letter B, I think you get 2 bombs. I need to do that. I think you get 2 bombs. And every time there's an M, I think you get 3 missiles. I think that's how it works. Well, this is going to be interesting if I get to level 20 or 15 without any bombs. Because you can definitely do it with missiles, but it's a little bit messier of an endeavor. Alright. So anyway, while I'm doing this, we were talking about old computer stories. As most of you guys in the U.S. know, that Apple, in the early 80s, started a program. Their plan was to get an Apple II or Apple computer. Alright, so here we go. Let's missile this guy a couple times. The thing is, we don't want to get rid of that guy, oh boy, with bombs or missiles because, oh, see, look, I lost my things. I need that energy. Oh no! Dang it! Oh boy. This is not good. Not good for me. Well, Let's use what missiles we have here, and because these guys are, there's some bombs. Take those. Oh man, I'm almost dead. Well, that was a good waste of a bomb. Oh no. You hear that red alert? It's like, whoa, you're about to die. And so anyway, I mean, their goal was, and you know, this is all old news, but their goal was to get an Apple II in every school. Oh no. Oh boy. Well, let's see what happens in the future of the world when... oh, hey, it saved my high scores from earlier. I was playing that. So you can... let's continue ending. Well, let's try again. Let's see what it does. I guess it'll start me... So it starts me at level 17 with no additional weapons. Well, you know, now I got some bombs. So if I can make it to level 20... then I got a chance of getting my the first level of extra guns, which will help us a little bit. So, you know, Apple's plan was to get Apple IIs in every elementary school, because the plan was, if you're a little kid and you had an Apple II at home or at school, then when your parents were like, hey, we want to get a computer for home, what should we get? Well, then you'd say, well, gosh, I only know about the Apple II, right? And so that was kind of their plan to backdoor their way into homes. And it worked. I mean, you know, I remember as a kid being like, oh, we've got, you know, an Apple at school, and we eventually got an Apple at home. I don't know that's the only reason why, but... so anyway, yeah, our school had, you know, one Apple computer, and they had it on that little... the AV cart, right? And for a while, when I was real young, I was in... alright, let's go. Knock a few of those guys out. Make this fair. It was in gifted class. Was the only place they had the computer. And so you got to use the computer in gifted. And we only had a few games. I don't remember if we had a working trail back then. We did eventually. But, you know, just some basic... stuff. Yeah, they were super expensive, you know. We got okay, here we go now. Let's try to take these ding dongs out first. Oh great, now we got meteors too. That's it. Oh, I didn't even get my stupid missiles. And then I shot one and missed a guy. I'd really like to get those missiles, sir. It's alright with it. Really not to get hit by a space meatball here. Come on. Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh, I got it! Oh, God! I don't know how many times it's going to let me continue here. I'll try again. What level do I go back to? Let's see. Oh, I'm on level 20 again. Alright. Well, this is actually okay. If I can get through this, then I can... get those lasers back. Alright. Nothing matters except for that. Alright. Watch out for space meatballs. And those meteors don't stay on for the whole game. I think it's just like for 5 waves you get space meatballs. Oh, stay over there. Don't. Oh, I'd hit the edge of my ship. Let's get some missiles. Let's get some bombs. Oh, no. I got 5 bombs though. So, yeah, I mean, that was the beginnings of computers at school for me, was the Apple. And, you know, we had the TRS-80 at home. Oh, no. That's a lot of meatballs. That's a lot of meatball. That's a lot of space of meatball. Uh-oh. Hey, where's Pinback? Where's my moderator? I got spam. Pinback, that's what I pay you for. Where's my Flavor Flav? Alright. Oh meatball. Space and meatball. Want to become famous? Yeah, I would totally love to be famous. Big follows. Although, what's weird is I thought I was already on that site, but I thought that said bigfellows.com, which is a different site. But I am already a member of. Yes, I'm, if you want to be infamous, that's also a different site. Alright, so here's what we got to do now. I got to make it through here without blowing up a ship, without getting down in the red, and now, I don't even care if I get hit by space meatballs, because now I got doubles. Now, oh, I took that energy. I guess I won't. So what we'll do on this level is get everybody down except for one guy. And then we'll... Well, you know what? I'll just take some energy. Take it. Now, the cool thing about this gun is you can start taking out like entire waves except for one guy, right? And then when you do that, and that one's gone, but you got a lot better chance of getting extra. So now we're on level 2 of growing up. Chris Albright says he got a PC in 8088 when he was 16 and 19, let's say 94. Yeah, so we were definitely, my family was on the cutting edge. It had nothing to do with me. It had to do with my dad, who was obviously into computers. So we had a TRS-80 Model 3 when they came out in 1980. And then in 1982, we upgraded to the Apple. Actually, it was a Franklin Ace 1000, the Apple compatible. Now it's like a space and a Tommy gun. Now I'm just mowing people down here. But there's another level of guns we're going to upgrade to, which we'll need going on in the game. We'll play this to level 50, and I'll show you. Oh, now mama. Oh, I got it. Did I get it? I got it? Yeah. All right. So the cool thing is when you get that upgrade, it gives you all your guns back. Plus, now we're talking. All right. So I mentioned earlier this was available as both a shareware title and a full release. And if you were into PC at the time, you know there were a lot of games where you know Commander Keen and Doom and all those games. Apogee was big into it. ID was big into it, where you could play the first few levels of a game, and then if you wanted the whole game, you would buy it, which was really a good. I mean, I guess it's a good system, but the problem with that system is that because I was so terrible at video games, I never got it's not like I ever played the first X amount of levels of a game and then went, oh, I wish I had more. Like, I never got that far. What was that one game? There was a game called Halloween Harry, and I remember it was like, if you got past this level, you might want to buy the full version. Well, I never got past that level. So, I mean, in theory, it's a good business model, but not for bad gamers. I was happy to, just like the shareware version of Doom, I was happy to just play the first version over and over. I didn't care about that. Now, you got to be careful now that I've got all these power-ups here, because you can accidentally very easily wipe out the big ship and not be able to get any of your bonus items. I don't know if there's one more gun after this one or not. I'm not sure. We'll find out here in just a second. But you don't want them too high, because then that bonus thing will... yeah, see, now I'm just getting missiles and stuff, so I'm upgraded to the max here, so you can get 3 levels of guns added on. And I'm going to show you, you're going to be pretty amazed. We really need to be building up missiles and bombs before level 50. There's a reason I say that. So on the shareware version of this game, and you'll see what I'm talking about when we get there, is a super boss. It's a big giant ship, and he's really hard to kill. And then on the shareware version, it would say, well, you're halfway done with your mission. If you want to continue, buy the full version. So that's, don't like taking hits. Give me some bombs. I should have let that cruise for another minute and get my... The best thing you could do is just mow down the middle of the field there, and not enough time. Alright, so this should be 40? Yeah, okay. So we don't have to worry about getting the extras. It almost seems like the game is too easy at this point, but I'm telling you, all it takes is you to get trapped in a corner and get hit about 3 times, and you will lose every single weapon you have, and you'll be back to oh, it starts going faster too, so you can't get the extras as easily. But you know, all of a sudden you'll be stuck with just those stupid guns that you started with, and it's hard to beat even one level at this point if you just have just the 1 guns. 43. These are the purple bullet guys. Now, if you're not, so again, the technique is, you know, if you're need to heal up, just get 1 guy on the screen and just kind of wait around, you know, and you'll get healed up. Not a problem for me right now. Boom! Look at all them bullets. I am the world's worst shoot 'em up player, and my buddy Jeff, that I'm always talking about, is a master at vertical shoot 'em ups. And I mean, we would go into arcades, and I remember we would each put in like 3 or 4 quarters, and then we would play, and he would be alive the whole time, and I would just be continuing over and over. Like, I would use all of our money. And when I was buying arcade games, buying and selling arcade games, I got Aero Fighters 2, and he and I played that, and I mean, I think it was he, and of course he was joking, you know, but he was like, I don't know how you can own these games and be so bad at them. And it was true. It was terrible at them. But I know when he came over, he used to play that one quite a bit. I got a Neo Geo, and there's lots of shoot 'em ups on the Neo Geo, so we would play that. About to get that bomb. We're gonna. Oh, I got 17 bombs saved up, so I won't use nearly that many on the boss. But we're coming up. We're 2 levels away from the big boss here. I mean, Buck Owens, you and I could team up. He says he could give me a run for my money, being the world's worst shoot 'em up. And let's see, 49. So I got 1 more guy to 50. Oh no, there it is. Oh no, look at this thing. This thing is just crazy. So let's just. So we got to start shooting bombs. Oh look, I'm already dead. I'm already dead. Oh God, can you continue on this level? I don't know. It might not even let me continue at this point. Okay. But so we'll try again, but notice, I mean, now I've still got to beat this stupid thing, and now I've got poop guns. So I'm just launching bombs over and over. And missiles. Missiles barely even do anything against this guy. I mean, this is what you... Oh, there you go. Alright, he's dead. Even though I lost every gun that I had that I've built up for 50 levels. Now, again, on the shareware version, you'll see. So here we come in, we land, and it says we're here for some upgrades. And by upgrades, it means color palette swap. We've defeated half of the Zytus fleet. And with the retrofit complete, we'll be taking off for the final confrontation. So let's see how this retrofit. And the retrofit is... Oh, hey, I guess it gave me pity lasers. Oh, because we're on level 50 now, which is a boss level, and I'm dying. I'm dying. Give me a bomb. Give me a bomb. Oh, but I bombed. Now I can't get the super weapon. That's the song of shame right there. Oh, I guess it just figures you can't survive at this point. Oh, but now, oh, there's energy. I'll take that. I'll take that, sir. Now let's stay back. I just lost my weapon. Yeah, this is where the difficulty takes a turn. I've got nothing. Let's see, what do we got on missiles? 20 missiles? Okay, we can do this. Oh, you can do it. I believe in you, Galactix. Okay, so this is, I did forget that on the second half of the game, really the default is the one laser, just because you really can't progress with just your stupid regular bullets. Alright, how are we doing on health over there? All healed up. All healed up. Bum, 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 bum. So yeah, I do remember as a kid, I remember, oh, I lost my stamp. There you go. I don't know how many continues you get on this game, to be honest with you. Once I hit the end, then that'll be the end of it. Alright, let's try that again. I probably should use a bomb on this level. I'm already trapped. But, of course, bomb means no extra. If you kill him with a missile, I think you still get the bonus items. Yeah. Well, that did me a lot of good. Gosh. There we go again. Yeah, like I said, once you get to these levels without having the serious guns, it's pretty hard to get through. Also, if you suck at these games, it's pretty hard to get through. Both of those apply to me right now. I have no built-up guns, and I suck at these games. So anyway, the funny story about this game, and I just told a similar story, a very similar story, about Link's Golf, was that the friend of mine that gave me this game had a 386, I don't remember what it was, 386, it wasn't as fast as mine that I got later. Maybe it was a 386-25, something like that, maybe, alright, so let's throw a bomb up here. Oh, God. Oh, here goes 5 more levels. Terrible guns. One thing you could start doing, I don't have enough to do this yet. Actually, I do. You could just start stockpiling bombs. And then you can just start wiping out each level. Again, you don't get a lot of extra stuff that way. But like, okay, so level 57 here. We can just work our way through the easy levels like this. Because really all I care about is getting to 60. And getting it. Oh, wow. It doesn't even take those guys out now. I love the little effects. If you look in the background, I always like pointing at the monitor and realizing that I'm not, I mean, that it's not pointing at the monitor to you. Stay on target. Oh, nope, nope. So anyway, my friend that gave me this game, he had a 386, 25, maybe something like that. And my dad had a 286, 10, that if you hit turbo was 12. Had the little, we figured out later how to, alright, here we go. This is what I needed. This is what Daddy needed. Yeah, you're right, that the, there we go. That the bullets do, I mean, because you've got the background. I really like the stars, the blue stars that are back there. I like that fade effect that they put on them. But it does, oh no. It blends in with the bullets and the gray stars that come down do blend together a little bit. Well, it's a good thing I had those awesome guns for one level, and now I can't even get an energy. I've had hit. It's like my grandfather every time I touch one of his tools. Down. Alright, what level am I? 62? I should be able to get these guys with lasers. Shouldn't need to bomb everybody just quite yet. Let's get up here. Oh. I mean, just one time you're going through there, and then you lose all your stuff. Alright. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, so I wasted a bomb, and I didn't kill him. I'm almost done with this. Try again, it's still there. I didn't even get it up for a high score that time. I'm trying typing my name, it's like, yeah, nice try there, buddy. Alright, we're gonna bomb our way to the, oh, I'd like that. Yep. And the game says, what'd you now? What'd you like? Hello to you. Goodbye. Goodbye, Governor. I hope everybody knows that tomorrow the Amigos will be doing a super duper holiday Christmas, pre-Christmas stream. I believe it is at 5 o'clock my time. Oh, I shouldn't have shot that big guy yet. Please don't kill him. Okay. And that's what I'm talking about. Alright, at least I got something here. The stream will be at 5 o'clock my time, which is Central, which is 6 o'clock Eastern. And it is going to be a super packed show featuring all the hosts of all the shows that are on the Amigos network. That means I'll be on there. The three hosts, Eric and Cody and Sanction from Pixel Gaiden will be on there. Aaron and Boat will be on there. And Brent will be on there. And we are all going to be playing a game. And I can't tell you what it is. I'm sworn to secrecy. But it is a game that exists on multiple different systems. And it is Christmas themed. And so we are all going to be playing different versions of the game and giving reviews. Now I don't want to give you a hint per se, but I will tell you that this game does not exist, unfortunately, on the Commodore 64. And so I was forced to pick a different version. It could be Batman. Batman's very Christmassy. But it's, well, I can neither confirm nor deny. That's the bad thing. I hate when that happens, when you miss picking up the extra thing with your little arm, and then your time runs out while it's running backwards. Okay, so let's time this. I'd like to get my guns back, please, sir. Oh, I died while I was getting my super guns. Frizzle, frazzle. Man. You know, this game does let you continue a lot. Yeah, the second Batman movie is very Christmassy. So it could be, but based on the hint that it let me continue. Oh, I should, now I'm going to miss that thing, so I'm going to die on purpose here. And restart over on this level so I can get my, so that I can get that extra gun. That's pretty smart of me. As I compliment my own brains. I'm like, look how smart. Look at the big brain on Rob. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Chris. Thank you for stopping by. I always love seeing you in the chat. And I do not want to be the reason anybody gets fired at work. I mean, that would be terrible on your resume. Like, you apply for a job, and they're like, well, what happened to your old job? You're like, I was watching a guy who was really bad at video games play video games. And they'd be like, oh, well, you know, at least he was good, you know. And no, he was terrible. He just continued over and over. See you around, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. But here's what I will say. You know, I said that it is a game that does not exist on the Commodore 64, and the Batman does exist on the Commodore 64. So based on my hint, that must not be it. But I didn't say what it was. But when you tune in, you'll be like, oh, I've played at least one version of this game. You have to work till Thursday. Oh, despite your resignation. Yeah, that's, oh, I should not have done this. Yeah, there goes everything. I'll tell you a funny story. When I, so for the first, give or take 15 years of the time I worked at the FAA. I worked there not quite 15, but let's say 13 years. I worked as a contractor, so I did not work for, I was not a federal employee. I worked for several different companies that contracted work out to the federal government. I worked for Lockheed Martin for a while. I worked for some other different companies for a while. And I finally got a federal position opened up, and I bid on it, and I got the job. And so I was a not just a domain admin, I was an enterprise admin, which if you're familiar with Windows domains, Windows networks and domains, basically is the keys to the kingdom. Like I could, I literally could have, I could get into the domain controller. I could have dumped, user accounts. I mean, to try to get passwords, I would never do any of that. I've literally had a career, Let's see, I only have 2 bombs left, and I really need to save one for level 80. So, I hate to use all these now. You know what, I'll take these, I'll fire off some missiles here. I'll save the bombs for 80. And you know what? It's funny that you say that, Chris, or somebody. I see something in the chat here says said they were a dumb guy. Oh yeah, Chris says you don't know how networks and stuff work. Dumb code guy. But I found this out a long time ago. Is that none of it works in a vacuum? I was a network guy. I was a switch guy. Then I was a fire. We did everything. We did security. We did the whole domain. Down there. And so what was funny was. Well, let me finish that thought. The SQL guys, I worked with people that were like, oh man, they're just DBAs. Yeah, all they do is put servers on the network to tie up all the resources. Talk down about them. And that's all well and good until you need a database, until you're trying to get stuff done, get data moved around, and then all of a sudden those guys, you want them to be on your side, So a long time ago, I don't, I quit seeing stuff as compartmental. It is compartmentalized, but none of it works in a vacuum. You know what I mean? So I got friends in every department, depending on what I need. But anyway, so I was a enterprise admin. We managed Active Directory. We managed. It was a group of 4 of us, and we did everything. We could, I was the scripting guy, so I would, we would do things like they would say, oh, well, we got, oh, man, I was going to get hammered by that. We need to look at all the stale accounts on the network and get rid of those. Okay, well, let me write up a script to do that, or we need to reboot all the domain controllers and do it and make sure the last one's up before the next one goes down. And, so that's what I did, is I automated all that stuff, and I love that job. And anyway, but I was a contractor, and my last day as a contractor, so I worked the late shift. There was 2 guys that came in early, and then there was 2 of us that stayed late, and I was a late guy. And so the other guy that was a late guy had to leave early too for some reason. And I was like, this is my last day. And first of all, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to die, and so I can recycle and get a better weapon here. As long as it lets me continue. I guess I got infinite continues here. I guess the only punishment is that it resets your score. So if you were trying to go for a high score, you wouldn't be able to do that. Alright. Let's get our guns back. At least 1 level of guns. Well, we've got 1 level. So this should take us to level 2. And so anyway, my buddy, my other, yeah, I don't run the VPN anymore, which is nice, because that was a pain in the butt. So the, oh, come on. Don't lose your guns at level 1, man. So anyway, long story short is that for the last 2 hours of my shift, I was the only one there. And I mean, I could have, you know, I could have formatted Active Directory. I could have taken servers. I could have done anything. Like, there's literally no, I could have, we call these, we used to call them headline generating event. And then we started calling them a resume generating event. Like, you could do something so bad that you would be working on your resume the next morning. But also, but yeah, you know, like, we've had things happen that have showed up in the news. I mean, not things that I've done specifically, but you know, there was a few years ago, there was an air traffic controller who I believe set a fire in the Chicago airport, or not the airport, the tower there, and that was on the news, and that was like our server. Like, we had to go get this server fixed and stuff. It was a pain in the butt. So I mean, you don't want to be on the news, you know. But anyway, the last thing that I had to do was disable my own account, because I had my account tied into so many things, and I was leaving. I was going to across the street to a different a group to go work with. So that was like my last duty, and nobody else was there. And I kept telling people, I was like, don't you think somebody else should be here? Like, I should disable my stuff, and we should make sure that things work. And they're like, no, you know, if it doesn't work, we'll call you on Monday. Well, yeah, that was my last job, or my last day as a contractor. I had to disable my own account. I'm really trying to get to level 100 and beat this game, and then we can all say that we saw the ending of Galactix, and then we can be done for today. All right, there we go. Golly, it's literally just like one little wave of bullets, and you lose every gun. They do so much damage at this point. I need some more bombs. I got a lot of problems here. I got a lot of problems with you people. This game needs a Festivus pole. So what's everybody got? I mean, I know that it's a crappy year, and I know that nobody's traveling, or most people aren't traveling. But do you all have who has holiday plans? Is anybody going anywhere or seeing anyone? Or I can tell you, we are going to attempt. Well, first of all, my dad is coming over for Christmas, and we have this system worked out where out in my workshop, which is separate from the house, we have a 6-foot table, and when he comes over, he sits at one end of the table and I sit at the other, and then we leave the garage door open. So we've got a fan going, a heater with a blower, so it kind of circulates the air a little bit, and it's a system that's been working for us. I should have hit that guy with a bomb right off. We'll see what happens here. All I want is that. No more space meatballs. No more missiles. Just give me that. All right, we'll take that too. I know that the, Chris, I know you're in the UK. I believe it's the UK. I'm embarrassed to say that in the US, we just consider everybody across the ocean in the UK. Oh, I live in France. Oh, you're in the UK? No, not that bad. But yeah, the here, it's so weird. It's so weird. We've talked about this a little bit on the Amigos Discord, because there's people from all over the world that hang out there. But it's such a strange thing in the U.S. because it's being regulated state by state, you know, and so Oklahoma has a lower population compared to a lot of other places, so our numbers are lower. But now, over the past week, our numbers, we were last week we were number 1 in COVID infections if you figure it per capita. Now, if you figure the actual numbers, it doesn't sound that bad. I think like we had a day last week where we had 5,000 infections. 5,000 new infections, which compared to places like, you know, New York and New Jersey and things like that, California, I mean, it doesn't sound that bad. But if you do it, I mean, the population of Oklahoma is 4 million people, and if you figure it out, it's really, really, really bad. Unfortunately, not to get political, but the people that are in charge here, they have publicly said that it's more important to oh, I should have bought that guy. All I want is that S and not to die. All I want is that S. Oh, let's bomb these fools and get out of here, because now we've got some lasers. Now we've got some lasers, and we're on, oh, only 5 levels to the end. Oh, I'm so happy. And I have 5 bombs, which is crap. I need bombs. I need bombs bad. All right, let's wipe these dudes out. Oh, no, 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 no. Ooh, that was a close space of meatball. I'm not going to have as many bombs as I would like, but I got a lot of missiles. Ay, ay, ay. So, you know, the governor of Oklahoma has basically said, like, it's... Oh, man, I just lost everything. Dang it. Said it's more important for businesses to stay open than it is for them to make rules for people staying away and stuff. So I don't get it. Most places around here, the town I live in does not have a mandatory mask ordinance. It's business. So a business may put something on their door that says you have to have a mask, but on the city you don't have to do anything. So it's very weird here, because it's even like city by city. Like if I go to Oklahoma City, which technically I live in Oklahoma City, I live in one of those areas that's like right in between 2 towns. But if I'm in Oklahoma City, it says must wear a mask, and then you walk across the street and nobody's wearing a mask, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? You know, so it's very confusing. There's not a lot of consistency, and so a lot of what people are doing here is just what they yeah, I can imagine in Arizona it's probably not you know, a popular thing, and I think here in Oklahoma it's not popular. Sometimes you wear it and people will just stare at you or something. But again, it's funny. If you go into Oklahoma City, like if you go to 7-Eleven, you have to wear a mask. And then in Yukon, if you go into 7-Eleven and you're wearing a mask, they'll stare at you. So I don't know. It's very confusing and inconsistent, which is unfortunate. I would rather that they, you know, made something at a minimum statewide. I wouldn't mind countrywide. So that kind of leads to the other thing I was going to say, which is like when people around here, when you go, oh, I guess you're not doing anything for Christmas, they're like, what? I'm having a giant dinner. I'm having 50 people over. What are you talking about? And so you just kind of, everybody's just kind of doing their own thing here. They'll walk around, David says in Arizona, they'll walk around with 4 guns on their hip, but no mask. Yeah, it's not unusual to see here. So we're going to have my dad over, and he's going to, we're going to go out in the workshop. And then I just saw a headline yesterday that said Zoom will be, oh no, I got blowed up on 99. Hope I can still continue, because we're 1 level away from the end. Well, you know, the thing about Oklahoma too, and again, you know, I don't have any proof. Like I'm not COVID testing people, so I don't know. But our numbers before Thanksgiving were 3,000 a day, and then our numbers after Thanksgiving, I mean, 2 weeks later, is now 5,000 a day. So you can see what happened, you know, as people got together and do stuff like that. So I'm really just trying not to kill my parents. Is really my goal. My goal. I'm not trying to be the mass police. I'm not trying to tell people what to do with their life. I just don't want, you know, my parents to get COVID and then them to be like, yeah, we got it from you. That's really my goal. Level 100. Now I'm just unloading every missile I have right into this guy's face. I thought he was smoking, but that's my missile. And there it goes. Now I'm smoking, but did I die? If I died, now I'm screwed, because I just launched all my missiles and everything. This is going to be bad. We're going to try one more time. I got to avoid his bombs. Now you can, I'm dead again. I don't know if I can beat this guy now because I lost all my stupid lasers. We'll try. We've got to try. We've got to do it for the galaxy, guys. I guess it starts me with 2 bombs every time. There's no... Yeah, once those things hit you and you lose your guns, it's all over. I mean, if the galaxy's depending on me, that news broadcaster should be in. He should cut in and be like, why did we pick the world's worst person to save the galaxy? We're still debating that. I don't know. And it's weird because there's that weird floaty kind of control on the mouse. So you can whip the mouse across to try to avoid something, but it just doesn't go that fast, you know? And also, you get a little bit of lag because there's so much stuff, so many explosions on the screen. So I get 5 missiles and 2 bombs and a laggy mouse to beat this guy. That's the thing. And that's it. And I took another bomb. I don't know if I can beat this guy. They're gonna get everybody in one area and then plant charges to set them free. Well, we've already got people unhappy here because unfortunately, I don't know why Biden did this during the debates, but right at the end of the debate, he said, "Hey, and by the way, one of the things we want to do is get the whole country off of oil," and you know, of course, when you want to vote against somebody, you just grab onto any negative thing that they say, and that's been in the headlines here every day. Is people are like, well, get ready because they want to get rid of the oil. Which, I mean, Oklahoma is the only state that has a working oil pump on the state capitol grounds, which is true. So, you know, there's a lot of people that are, you know, I mean, I know lots and lots of people that work in the oil business here. And so a lot of people are, I don't think that's the big picture plan, to be honest with you, but, you know. Maybe I should just fire, I mean, right off the bat, let's fire all the missiles just right into his face. I don't know that I can do this with a, okay, there's all the missiles. And then there's all my health. I'm already dead. I don't know, guys. I don't know that we're going to see level 100 beat here. I'm going to try for another couple minutes here, and then I may have to call it. But anyway, what I was going to say is that I saw a headline that said Zoom is once again going to remove their time limits, starting December 23rd, going through December 26th. So if you have people and you want to set up a Zoom call, and so what we're planning on doing is I'm going to take a different, oh, I missed it, a different laptop out to the workshop and hook it up. Oh, good. And we're going to hook up a laptop in the living room and a laptop in the workshop and do a Zoom call. I guess we could do FaceTime or something, but that we could do Zoom, and then maybe my mom or something who's not going to be coming over can get on Zoom, and everybody can see everybody. Might as well just look up and blow up. You know, we did. Yeah, car shopping is weird right now. I have a friend who's been apartment shopping, and we did not have Boxing Day, although we did just have Mike Tyson do a pay-per-view, which is a different kind of Boxing Day. I don't know if anybody watched that pay-per-view. That was the strangest boxing match I've ever seen. I was super into, and I know it's not, I know it's not the same. I do know what Boxing Day is. But you know, Mike Tyson was basically saying he wanted to fight, and I think there's a certain, you can't sit there in the middle for long. there's a certain point where promoters should, I don't know, it's a complicated matter. Like, you know, in America, we're very into individual rights, you know. So if you go, yeah, it's an argument about, for example, motorcycle laws. Now, in my state, for example, we do not have a motorcycle helmet law. I can, as an adult, once you're 18, I could go ride a motorcycle 100 miles an hour. Well, not legally, but I could go do it 80 miles an hour on the turnpike and not wear a helmet. I mean, that's my legal right. Now, is that a good idea? Probably not. I probably know, I mean, not personally, but through Facebook and stuff, I've probably seen, 20 people get killed on motorcycles. I have a motorcycle, but I do wear a helmet, so. But it's that kind of thing. It's like individual freedom, even to your own peril, if that makes sense. And, God, it's those purple bombs, man, if I could avoid those. Oh, I thought I got him. Will Rogers Turnpike. Will Rogers Turnpike goes right by my house. And so at some point, like, you know, Mike Tyson is in his 50s or whatever. Like, you feel like legally, do you stop him from fighting at some point? Like, do you say, listen, Mike Tyson, you were the greatest fighter at one point. You also bit a guy's ear off. You also had pet tigers. You're also got your face tattooed up. You're also kind of a kook. Like, there was a point, you know, you were Mike Tyson, and we all get it. But, you know, you're at the point now, if you go start getting hit in the melon, you're going to get brain damage. So, like, you feel like you would tell him that as a friend, you know, like, hey, Mike Tyson, I don't know. You know, I'm sure he has friends. Problem is, when you're a bazillionaire, you don't have friends. You just have yes men, you know, and Michael Jackson had that same problem. And so, you know, but at some point somebody should have your best interest in mind, and they should say, listen, Mike, don't go do that, you know. But I don't think anybody will tell him no. But the thing is there a thing to legally stop him from doing it? And that's the problem, is that there's not. There's, you know, if you say, hey, I'm 75 and I want to get a ring, and then of course the boxing commission will be like, no, the boxing commission would not let that happen. But what's to stop? Who's this guy? Jake Paul, the YouTube sensation, you know, or, I mean, you know, he's calling out Colin McGregor. There's nothing legally that says he can't organize a pay-per-view and fight Colin McGregor in the ring. You know, he's offered him $50 million, which it's not, if I had $50 million, it's not what I'd spend it on. It's get Conor McGregor to give me brain damage, but I mean, that's his right to do it if he wants to do it, you know. I don't know. Like, should there be something legally that says Mike Tyson can't go get brain damage? I mean, if he can ride a motorcycle to the bout without wearing a helmet, is there anything to stop him from going in? I don't know. Okay, there's all the missiles. Okay, here's my plan. I'm going to set off the first bomb while he's not shooting. If I can survive long enough. Keep my lasers. Okay, now I'm going to fire every missile right in his face. No, I'm already dead. Alright. I have to avoid more shots if that's the plan. Yeah, $50 million is a hard amount of money to turn down, unfortunately. You know, and especially, it's like anything else. You know, I've talked about this before, but you know, when I made minimum wage, you know, I ate a lot of ramen noodles. I ate a lot of McDonald's McNuggets, you know, that sort of thing. And then when I didn't make minimum wage anymore, I bought a bigger house. I bought a nicer car. I had the same amount of spending money as I had before. It was all tied up in bills, you know. And unfortunately, I think once you've been a bazillionaire, that same thing happens, you know. I mean, I can't. So here's the thing. I keep doing this. Hey, Chris. Thank you for stopping in. It's always good to chat with you. I love chatting with you on Discord. And today's my mother-in-law's birthday, and so the kids are having lunch with her, which is why I was able to pull up this stream in the middle of the day. But I certainly know what it's like to try to get kids down for... okay, let's avoid that. Do this for Chris Fultz kids, come on. Okay, there's all the missiles. Let's get the other bomb. Oh, I already got the other bomb. Okay, so that's it. So now I'm down to my pea shooter. And now I'm dead. Chris Folds, apologize to your children for me. I was not able to beat the bad guy. Tell them to have sweet dreams of the galaxy being burned down. Thanks to Rob O'Hara. I can't even survive one onslaught of those things. Just can't avoid it. I think I'm almost done here. Yeah, the thing is, I got killed, and all right, we're trying one last time. It will not happen here, so we'll do this. Then we'll show the ending, and then I'm gonna get out of here and get some lunch. But before I do that, I hope that I hope everybody tunes in tomorrow for the big Amigo show. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of hosts on there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're all going to be comparing different versions of the same game, and it will be, yeah, this is it. Unfortunately, oh, I didn't even show the ending. I thought there was an ending that it showed, that everything was over, but maybe not after you continue 82 times. So, level 100. We made it to 99 out of 100 levels with only 99 continues. Let's see, the introduction is the thing we already saw. Let's see the acknowledgements here. This game that I love, I'm a big fan of pixel graphics and you know, that style of artwork stuff, man. I love that. It reminds me, of course, of all those old 8-bit and especially 16-bit games. I just love looking at that stuff, and this kind of has that cool combination. You got the ships on the front, you got those cool pixel backgrounds. There's a lot going on, so this is definitely a game I spent a big chunk of time playing as a kid. So anyway, be sure to, if you're not already following me, I think everybody's following me if you're here. If you're not, slap that follow button. I don't even know how to say that right. But be sure to, if you're not following the Amigos, they're at Amigos Retro Gaming, I think is their account on Twitch. And so tomorrow at 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern, we will be doing the big Christmas show, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope to see you guys there. You can find all my stuff. It's all down there at the bottom there. But of course, robohara.com, podcast.robohara.com is where you can find Sprite Castle and You Don't Know Flack and all that stuff. And this video and all my other gaming stuff will go over on YouTube under the Amigos Retro Gaming channel. So thank you guys. I'll see who's left in the chat. I'm pretty sure everybody, a lot of people have already taken off. Oh gosh, another TV viewer, 10. Buck Owens, Cantankers 42. I just got your email, and I've got to go through, respond to my emails. Commander Root, of course, David's been in here, joint effort. And where's the spammer? Where's the spammer guy that was going to get me 1,000,000 credits? I wanted to thank him. Curtis, Lobster Mania, Mitsuyama. I didn't see you sneak in there, Mr. Cola, who has been secretly working while watching me ruin the universe. Oh, Curtis, you can only spam me if you are going to make me rich and famous. That's what the other guy promised. Pixels at Dawn, Retro Gaming Bygones, Silly Gnome 225. I don't think I've seen Silly Gnome in here before, so welcome. And Tintin, you snuck in on me. I didn't see you in there. Hopefully you're having a good holiday. Buy a cocoa. I need some hot cocoa. This is what I need right now. So anyway, thank all you guys for dropping by. I always appreciate it. And yeah, if I had 2 million in Bitcoin, you know, if I had 2 million in Bitcoin, I would just give, no, not all of it, but I'd give everybody infinite money here on Twitch so that they could subscribe and not for me, but you know, the channels and stuff that are guys that are actually trying to make a living to do all that. So